It's Joe Bear here, and this is the Nerf Ultra Challenge.
Me and Eddie have got experience. We used to play this when we was younger.
I'll let the blaster do the talking.
Wow, this guy's performing. Oh, there you go, mate. There you go. Come on, Eddie. Oh! Right, let's go. All he's got to do is blast through. All right, he's on to the next one.
So odd start.
Okay, look at the stance.
How we doing, guys? So we are here for the player ratings, and we won a game. How amazing does that feel? Now, a massive shout out to Nerf, who are sponsoring the video. You've probably seen over the last few days everything that you can do, and the battle between Arsenal and Chelsea, and it looks like, yeah, we can win at Nerf. And we can win at a game of football as well. So if you want to see the full highlights of that video, make sure you get yourself in the description and the link is there. Now, Arsenal against Chelsea. Not many people thought we were going to win this game. Not many people thought we were going to turn up in the way that we did. We absolutely battered Chelsea. Let's be real about this. They're lucky it wasn't 5 or 6. It could well have been a lot more. If they would have got that penalty at the end and made it 3-2, it would have been an absolute catastrophe. And just a complete wrongdoing, because they never done anything all game. There was that nervousness in the last 5. You know, when Abraham scored, because we knew how important it was to get the 3 points, and I feel that was inevitable that was going to happen just to get us over the line. But there's no way Chelsea deserved anything from that game. They didn't even deserve that one goal, to be honest with you. 85 minutes into the game, Bernd Leno did not have to make a single save, not a single shot on target from Chelsea. £250 million spent in the summer, and you can't even have a shot on target against little old relegation Arsenal. Maybe this will be a lesson to so many Chelsea fans who were so cocky and so arrogant and so pig-headed in their views towards our football club before this game. We know that things ain't been great. We know that we should not be in the position that we're in. But to completely disrespect us as a football club the way that some people have? Nah, I'm not having none of that. So this has come back to bite a few of them very, very badly. And I, for one, haven't even started yet on some of the people that I'm going to go in on. It's very, very funny. Now, in terms of the lineup, there were a few surprises in there. Gabriel has had to isolate because of being in close contact with somebody with COVID. Willian and Luiz were both negative for COVID, but were feeling unwell. Yeah, that's why they weren't involved. There was a start for Smith-Rowe. Martinelli and Saka started as well. Lacazette was up front. Aubameyang was on the bench after returning from injury. There was no place for Cabellos with Xhaka and El-Neni. And Hector Bellerin came back into the side. And also there was a first start for Pablo Mari as well. So yeah, it was very much changed. Some of it was forced, and some of it may not have happened if it wasn't forced. But sometimes you need that bit of luck your way. Sometimes you need something to happen for you to be able to do something that you may not normally do. So, fair play to Mikel Arteta. He could have went for easier options than Smith-Rowe, but he went with him, and his faith was repaid big time. So, I was very happy with the performance all round. It was excellent. From the first minute, when we created a slight opportunity for Martinelli, I thought, "Oi, this is a good start. Much better than, you know, some of the starts we've had in recent weeks." So, I was happy with that, but we had to go out there and score some goals, something that we've been struggling to do all season. But we did it and then some, and absolutely superb all round. Bukayo Saka Tops off his performance with a goal. Did he mean it? Didn't he mean it? I couldn't give a damn. To be quite honest with you, it was an amazing finish. And when that went in, I was absolutely buzzing. So listen, it's brilliant all round. And it's nice to wake up the day after a game and not have your weekend ruined by Arsenal, and you're feeling a lot better because of what's actually happened on the pitch, and there's a lot more positivity. But we've got to now go and back that up. We've got to do it against Brighton on Tuesday. We have to back it up with a victory, because this will mean nothing if we don't win against Brighton. It's as simple as that. So with that said, let's go and get into the player ratings. Starting off in goal, Bellerin had absolutely nothing to do for 85 minutes. And then after that, conceded a goal, not his fault. And then a brilliant penalty save. But yeah, I would have probably only gave him a 7 for yesterday before that penalty save, because he had nothing to do. But his handling when called upon was good. His distribution was good. And his playing out from the back was good. But he didn't have nothing to do. But because of the penalty save, he gets an 8 all day long for me. Absolutely superb. And I hope now people start leaving the guy alone and realise just how good he actually is. Moving into the back four, because I do believe this formation was a 4-2-3-1. But it was very specific in terms of its positioning. Emil Smith-Rowe didn't sit as an orthodox number 10 in the middle. He went more to the left-hand side, which allowed overloads. Very, very good. And very tactical in terms of its, way they implemented it and everything else. But on the right-hand side, right back was Hector Bellerin. Captain came back into the side. And I'll tell you something, credit where credit is due. He was absolutely superb. From the first minute, superb. And I can, hold my hands out and say when I'm wrong if somebody plays well, and he did play well. But it's about consistency. Don't get carried away by one performance, but praise that one performance for what it is. And it was excellent. And he gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Rob Holding, again, another player that was absolutely immense. Marshalled Tammy Abraham. Done everything he needed to do. And it was absolutely perfect, in my opinion. I thought he was absolutely superb. And he gets an 8 as well. Pablo Mari, I'm not going to be too harsh on him with giving the penalty away. I think that was a tired tackle. And given the fact that he was playing 90 minutes for the first time in the Premier League in God knows how long. Came in short notice because of Gabriel. He was excellent. Also on a yellow card from early as well, which was very, very good. Testament to himself. And his discipline, but I'll give him an 8 for that performance. I thought that was really good. Kieran Tierney, I thought he was absolutely magnificent. He had Reece James in his pocket. He was superb, absolutely unbelievable. I actually gave him an 8 on AFTV, but I'm giving him a 9. I thought he was immense. His work rate, his delivery, everything was just spot on. Spot on. Such a good player. Such a good player. And you see what he can actually do when he's got runners around him as well. And he can be that overlap. Unreal. Going to move into the midfield too. First of all, Granit Xhaka. Another player. You hold your hands up and say, brilliant. You give him criticism. You got to give him praise and say he played good. Because he was absolutely superb yesterday. He gets an 8 for me because his all-round game was brilliant and his free kick was absolutely immense. Mohamed El Neni next to him, and I feel in the first 20 minutes he looked a little bit out of his depth and his passing was going a bit astray and backwards and everything, but he steadied the ship after that and I felt he was a good player. Not as good as the others, but done the job that was needed. I'm going to give him a 7. Next up we have Martinelli. And look what this boy brings to the team. Honestly, what he brings to the team is just something unreal. Something that we've missed for so long. That energy, that enthusiasm, that drive, that passion. We've missed it so much. He gets a 9 for me. Based on all of that. And I believe that other players respond to the way people like Martinelli play. Absolutely immense for me. Next up, we have Emil Smith-Rowe, and something we've been missing for a long time, a player that can pick up those pockets and the holes, and he done his job brilliantly for 60 odd minutes, run himself into the ground. That will do him the world of good. And I need to see more of him now. You've given him this opportunity in a big game, and he showed that he can handle it. So brilliant performance, and he gets an 8. Next up, we have Bukayo Saka, and he was absolutely immense. My man of the match. Everything he did was just brilliant. The drive, the passion, the energy, the aggression. He's like, what's funny about him is that he's so aggressive, but with a smile on his face. It don't look like it works, but it does. He's so good, man. 19 years old as well. Absolutely insane. I'm so glad we tied him down to a new contract. My man of the match gets a 10 for me all day long. Next up, we have Lacazette. And I thought he was absolutely excellent. Held up the play, the link. Scored that first goal. He was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And fair play to Lacazette. And he gets an 8 for me. Manager's rating. You've got to give him credit. Some of the decisions were forced upon him, of course. But he went bold. He had to do what he had to do. And he got the players playing. And if you're looking at that team yesterday and the way they played, and you're saying they're not playing for the manager, then you need to take a long, hard look at yourself, because it's very, very clear that those players in particular that were on the pitch are playing for this manager. And they've got the best interests of the club at heart in some respects. And yes, we do need to make changes. There's players there that, in my opinion, are still not good enough and still part of the old regime that we need to change and everything else. But you know, they'll do the job when needed. And they did the job when it was needed in this game. So fair play to them. But you can see what the core of players are in that squad that we need to build around, because they're the future. And it's as simple as that. But Mikel Arteta, for me, he gets a 9. Under fire, under pressure, and underrated by so many people. And really disrespected. And hopefully this is a turning point for our season. But time will tell, that's for sure. But yeah, all day long, brilliant from Mikel Arteta. So there we go. That is it for my player ratings. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree or disagree? There's going to be loads of videos coming out this week. Of course, we've got Brighton on the horizon Tuesday. So watch out for the previews and everything else for that. Get yourself over to the descriptions for the Nerf video. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.